EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And look at this Browns defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. At their own 38-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At their own 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. Eluding the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Browns. Taylor and Peoples-Jones. 72 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss?
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a first and 10 at their own 27. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. Watson now to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to have the Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal. That moves them all the way down to the 1. Gallup goes in motion. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown of the extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And it is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this returnable for Hines. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-power offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown! down in Peoples-Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a terrific return as they finally do stop it, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, he's going to wind up in the end zone. And incredibly, that's a 2-point conversion. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. York able to send this one through, and they have regained the lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Boston, the man in motion left. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the...
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have retaken a third quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Steelers 29, Browns 24.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And the tight end goes in motion left. This is Hines. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off of it. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because the defense got that. They were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Browns drive about to get started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increased. Twice the distance now just to get a first down and one less down to try and get it.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Ready. 2nd and 11. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this ball past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Watson on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the yards. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Watson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock?
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and
10. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Watson. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Now Watson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Watson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Here we go. Cut.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.